Bienvenidos a un podcast regular. We magical.
Tidy, baby.
And if the producer, AOC,
Yeah.
they call me Ram. Damn. Ey, yo me quedé con nada, tú me quitaste todo. Gasté en tu amor y me dejaste solo. Tantas lágrimas que gasté en ti. No sé cómo yo pude seguir. Ya no hay marcha atrás, sé tu realidad. En tu juego no vuelvo a caer jamás. No, 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 no. Ey, tú sabes bien lo que me hiciste. Yo te di mi amor, no lo quisiste. Ahora tú eres muy diferente. Ya no voy a pensar en lo que sientes. Veneno son tus besos, no me lo merezco. Hey man, that's all I got for him. I can't give him the whole thing.
Yo, bro, is it me or are you like in like more and more control of your vocals every time?
This segunda naturaleza, bro.
R&B, that's for the ladies, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I be practicing, bro. I be practicing. It's practice, bro.
It shows. It shows. Hey, yo, shout
And
out
the
to my
microphone.
mans one time, man.
And the microphone. I don't know if I messed up any notes.
Boy, nice.
I don't know if I messed up any notes. Forgive me. You know what I'm
Notes.
Forgive me.
You make the notes.
Give me.
The your
Yeah,
notes.
saying?
first of all,
Yeah,
You didn't mess up nothing. That's yours. That's yours.
that's yours.
Word, thank you,
And
bro.
they already know. We magical.
Tidy, baby.
They lucky I just bring the guitar right here. Nah.
Yeah, I'm about to pass it to you.
Hey, man.
Should have played that. Wow.
Yeah,
That boy nice, man. Y'all watching. Y'all see the progress.
Y'all see the
Y'all
progress.
see the
Y'all-
progress.
Word.
They keep asking you how many you did, and you just like, I ain't gonna lie, I made a lot of these.
That's fire. That's fire,
Yo.
man. That's some R&B, man.
Yeah,
Real R&B,
that was
man.
it.
You
Yeah,
gotta
it's-
switch it up. You can't rap all the time, bro. You gotta do something nice, man.
Shout out to Switch Ups.
Yeah.
R&B Moon came out to play today.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Y'all wasn't ready for that.
Yeah,
what
my
it
boy.
is.
Yo, bro. Shout out to your consistency too.
I got a lot of those, man.
Yeah,
Thank you,
word.
bro. Thank you.
And with that, let's start them off. Y'all already know, and by them I mean us. Y'all already know we magical.
Magical times too. Magic.
Magic. Y'all already know who it is for our second angle, because we got angles. It's AOC laughing loudly, and to the left of me and the right of y'all, we got.
Yo, it's your boy Rem, aka today I'm R&B Rem. We here now, Rem. That was
Oh, we
another one.
here now.
Oh, we here now. Man of 1,000 AKAs. And to the right of me, the left of y'all.
NF de este lado entregado como siempre. Mi gente, vamos a lo que venimos.
Vamos a lo que venimos.
Vamos a lo que vinimos.
What are you waiting for?
What are you
Just
waiting
do it.
for?
Y
Nike told you just do it. Why you don't do it?
Ya do it. Nike.
Just do it.
Yo
Just
do it.
Was that Portuguese, bro?
I don't know.
Just
Little
do it.
Dominican.
That Duolingo hitting all type of new
That was
languages.
Dominicanese right there.
Dominicanese.
Combine them both.
As always, behind the
Dominican.
curtain, you already know we got the...
Lawyer!
And any wild ish will get a...
Whoa!
Let's get to it, guys.
Hey, yo.
man.
Okay.
Hey, yo, the lawyer got company now.
Oh, yeah,
The
bro.
lo-
Listen, yeah. I'm gonna let you break it down, bro.
What?
I gotta shout it
Now
out,
go
though.
on, take it. Go on, take it, bro. Your
Somebody
excitement made me excited for it. You go on, take it. Go
I'm
on, get.
excited, man.
Go on, get.
Listen, the family is growing. All right. It's kind of messed up that the new family member's not here to present them, but you know we'll do that.
He will be. He will be.
Yeah, we'll do
We're gonna
that
bring him on
shortly.
an
Call
episode.
his ass, man. Call
Yeah,
him. Tell him, yo, pick up,
Yeah,
man.
pick up. No, the business is growing, and I'm happy to introduce a person y'all can't see, but you'll see soon enough.
Put a picture of him like.
We'll put it right there. For now, we're calling, since certain stuff is under wraps, we're gonna call him the advisor. We're gonna call him that.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
New
Hey, man.
position.
Yeah, shout
hiring
out-
people for the business.
Word. Shout out the advisor, man.
We just
Yes, sir.
now we got an advisor and a lawyer. We good.
Yeah, we good.
We ready to go right now.
We protected it. We protected, and we keep being reminded what not to do. We still gonna do it, but we
You should take a picture of that video. You saw the video from the golf thing.
Yeah.
At the end where he comes in.
Yo, I'm good.
Screenshot that and put
there.
that right there.
Put him right
oh
there.
my God,
Put him
bro.
right there. So
That's the advisor.
It's a go. Yeah.
Advisor. People gotta know who he
It's
is.
a go.
man.
Yeah. It's a go. Oh.
And yes, that's the advisor.
That's the advisor.
Yes.
And he's good at his job.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just how you, yeah.
Don't be fooled when you see him because you thought you knew him.
Yeah.
That's the man right there.
Yeah. Definitely don't judge a book by its cover. There's a person that in my opinion, and I don't want to speak for my brothers, but I think they can agree. He's organized, man, and he has some ideas. He brings a lot to the table, and more than everything, I've always felt he has our best interest at heart. So
Facts.
that's the only people I want around me. I don't know what y'all.
Man,
Thank you to him and thank you to you guys watching if you do support us. If you don't support us, that's also cool because guess what? It's not about you. It's not about you. It's never been. And that's okay.
Right.
Your life's about you. My life's not about you, though. But shout out to the advisor for always being there for us, man. Shout out to anybody that's always been there for us. We really appreciate it. Thank
Shout
you.
out to the
Thank you so
love,
much.
man.
Facts.
Love keep us going, man.
Facts. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
No, definitely. I appreciate all the work that he's put in already, like prior to even us talking with him and kind of coming into agreements to bringing him on board.
Yeah.
Like all of that was just genuine from him trying to help us without having a position in the business.
Yeah.
And then after he got a position in the business, it was like, oh, right to work. I'm like, damn.
Right to work. Right to work. No
Yeah,
time
yeah,
wasted.
no
man.
time.
I was like, bro, let me at least tell you got the job.
He's efficient, bro. If
You
I
know
had to
that
say
man
anything-
pro. He pro.
He pro.
That was very
He a pro.
organized and professional of him. Like the
Shout out
way
to the-
he sent the email and everything. I
Shout
love
out to
that,
the
man.
advisor, man. That
shout
shit
out to
sound like
the
it's a
advisor.
movie or something. He got a movie.
That's
This is
one
a
more.
movie,
Yeah, word.
This
He
is a
part of the
movie,
show.
and he
This
got a
is a
show
movie.
coming up called The Advisor, man. He's the advisor, man.
He the actor, the writer.
This winter, some people need counseling on business.
What?
One man will take on the role of the advisor.
Don't get it twisted. It's family. Anybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Call the lawyer, man. Call the lawyer.
Oh, shit. Oh, get him.
Call the
Call the
lawyer.
lawyer so he can fire me because I'm not born.
Lawyer!
Oh,
Lawyer
man.
gonna put you on y'all place. Y'all can
Or shout out to the advisor, man.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, yeah, definitely. He gonna come on board one of these episodes to kind of like present himself and like let us know everything that he does. Tell you guys everything that he does for those people that want to be growing their business and doing whatever we're doing or whatever you're doing with your business. You're definitely gonna need an accountant, a lawyer, and an advisor because your business is not gonna grow by just you doing everything. That's really, I mean, it could. But it'll take you that much longer. So I suggest those people ahead of time. That's what's working for us. And we looking good, boys. I don't know about y'all. I look good in HD, boy.
Yeah, we look good in HD. And we got angles. Ooh.
Fact, though.
Yeah, I said it all already. Anyways, man. So I guess we should start off with how was everyone's weekend? Or
All right. We'll let you lead the charge.
Word. Wow, look, I asked a question and I get, how was your weekend, bro?
I talk to myself all the time, bro. What's the problem?
I ain't crazy, man. Don't judge.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
My weekend was good, man. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot about myself these last couple of days. Had a lot of obstacles to overcome, man. I've been doing my thing, you know, on the course, you know what I'm saying? My little running thing. And, you know, I've been doing my affirmations and you know, only thing that's been holding me back is that software, man. But, you know what I'm saying? I figured it out, man.
Speak on it. What
There you
happened?
go.
Hey, man, my program, you know, I ain't going to give them a shout out because they don't even deserve the shout out right now. What they doing to me, man. But my program that I used to make beats and rap on, sing on, is not working.
Your doll.
My dog. And I don't know why, man.
My lady acting weird.
Yeah. It might be from a lot of use and abuse of my laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like not taking good care of her. I'm sorry. I apologize. It might be too late. You know what I'm saying? She might be at her wit's end. So
it might be that.
I thought that was fancy to say and stuff. But anyways,
you're sophisticated, bro.
So I feel bad, you know what I'm saying, and I understand why she's not working for me.
Yeah.
Life goes on, you know. I found a way around it. I found a way around it. The laptop. It's gonna be all right, bro. We're gonna figure it out. We talking. We in the talk.
So you fired
it's a full-on relationship.
You fired one of the dolls?
Yeah, I fired the dog. That's exactly what happened. I fired it. He fired, bro. Because him and my laptop weren't getting along, so I'm like, we gotta switch dogs, bro. Luckily, I had another dog that I could switch to. So. But that was my only issue, man. Other than that, life is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep give the universe more positivity than negativity, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not good to have. I feel like I had a day throughout the week, and I'm talking too much, bro. But
are you?
Hey, man, this is a episode.
Hey, man, I had a day throughout the week where I put out some bad energy into the universe, and it made me feel bad, so I had to sit back and forgive myself. You know, I heard you say that before, and tell myself, hey, man, you made a mistake, but it's okay. Learn from it and you know, be better. So I did that. That was another obstacle throughout the week. And I'm feeling better, man. I'm here today with my brothers, and we're here to
should feel like a lift
jerping,
on the show,
man.
man.
You know
I love it, bro.
Sure.
I love that.
I'm gonna drink some water after that.
Bro, so wait, what I got out of that is that
he ain't gonna say nothing else after this. I'm playing.
Nah, but what I got out of that, at least for me, is that you should always have options then. Right?
Yeah. Well, for the doll, yeah.
Oh, just for the dolls?
For everything?
It was a question.
Oh, okay. But what are you referring to, like?
In general, it's good to have options.
Options, yeah.
Okay.
Options of thinking, of
ways of doing things.
Yeah.
He's feeling trapped. I'm just asking a question.
He's feeling trapped. I'm feeling like you're mysterious as hell because I don't know where you're leading with this.
I'm just saying we gotta have options, right?
Yeah.
So,
but in general,
yeah.
Okay.
Like you need options in life, right?
Yeah.
So don't just sit on your one decision because it could crash.
Yeah.
So you gotta have options.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the question.
Sorry, bro.
But the look in his face, man. And then your point is like maybe I'm asking him in a mysterious way.
I feel like I was being interviewed.
It was a very broad question. So I don't know what he was thinking because I'm not in his head, shit. But I didn't know what you meant as far as what you meant in general in life. You got
it's good to have options.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So the message, kids, is have options.
Have options.
Don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Word up.
Positivity over negativity, always.
Yeah.
All right.
So that made you feel better. You had a
I don't know who to look at.
I love it, bro.
Yeah, that finished my week strong, man. You know what I'm saying? And we good, man. We here, man. Blessed and never stressed and always ready to progress.
Ooh.
He does this. Just so y'all know, he said before the episode started that he don't write no more. So that's kind of proving it right there. He don't write no more. It just comes out of him.
Top of the brain, going insane.
Jay-Z who?
Jay-Z who? I thought I didn't want to say it.
Jay-Z who? Hova. That's who.
Word. The billionaire, you know him? Married to Beyonce. Another billionaire.
Other billionaire? Yeah, that one.
Beautiful kids, beautiful life.
See,
that
how was your weekend, bro?
Oh, man. I think the best way to describe that is...
My weekend was good. I had fun.
Oh, nice. Okay, you've been playing with the buttons.
No, this has been here at your place.
Oh, okay.
But in here, I was
you did good.
I was like, damn, I'm day to day now.
Opportunity.
I'm day to day now. I need options. Oh,
Yo, do that again.
The options.
The weekend was good. I had fun.
My
weekend was good. I had fun. That's a whole song. God damn. That's not my bad.
That's bars. That goes on a shirt too.
Yeah, it's funny because he got a song where he says, "I'm out of options."
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
okay.
That's already hit.
It was like, we gotta put that out.
Out here making classics. Okay.
Rapidito.
Classics.
Alguito.
Alguito,
cabrón.
Alguito.
What the hell is that? You can't say the vowels.
You can't.
My weekend. Okay, let me defragment this. Parts of my weekend were good. parts were not as good as the good parts, but still good because life is balanced.
Because you got a positive mindset.
Yeah. Overall, keeping the routines up, keeping the mind stimulated. I found like two puzzle games. I like puzzles. I like brain teasers. I found 2 puzzle games, and I figure where do I fit them that it's not that it's time wasted, because as long as you're like problem solving, I need to figure out the problem of speaking, man. As long as you're go ahead.
It's all good, man. As long as you're trying.
Yeah. The more you know.
Back to you.
So as long as you're keeping your brain stimulated, right? But I figured out where to fit them, and it's when, you know what I'm saying, when you're in the bathroom, man, to do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I like to do my little puzzles, so that's good. Found that I like them. One is like a crossword type puzzle thing app. So between that and the Duolingo and another one I found that's also solving stuff. Those I like those, man. That's it. Besides that, my routines, keeping up. I'm writing every day. Nice. That's a practice that I've been trying for a little bit. I leave it. I always go back to it because I was like writing down stuff anyway. But I'm writing. It's at least a thought minimum. And I could say, and I can proudly say to myself, because it's not to prove to anybody, but that I have been consistent in writing every day for like a good month.
That's awesome.
That's not to
great,
say
yeah.
that before that I didn't write most of the month, but a good month full, like no days missed. It feels good, bro, because because you either write down, you could write down anything. You could write down a thought, something that bothered you,
an
idea, anything you want, and then the point is to kind of expand on it a little bit so you can read it. You still have to read it later. That's like my second task for myself, but I don't ever read it the same day. So every day I read what I wrote the day before with a different mindset. Because I wake up, even if it's like a little bit different, I know a little bit more, or feel a little bit better, or a little bit worse. Whatever it is, there's a slight change when I go to sleep and I wake up to the next day. So I like to give myself that time, and I read back on the joke that I wrote, the thought or whatever. If it was something conflicting, usually if I had something that was conflicting me in my mind, that's what I'm writing that day. If I don't, then I'll just write on something that I found interesting or something I was curious about. And I like it, man, because I already like analyzing things. So why not analyze myself? That's the key to learning myself, and learning myself is the key to being better. So other than that, it was good. Healthy time with my lady. Patitas is, you know what I'm saying, back to being a puppy, dog.
Nice.
Man, yeah. Shout out Patitas, man.
Young Titas.
Young Petita make it for anything.
He back running around like if he was born yesterday. I love it, man. I love seeing
full of
him
energy.
like that.
That's awesome.
Where my girl just bought a mic, and I think it's the same mic that you have, like the performing mic. Mm-hmm. So I've been wearing my headphones most of the week, but it's been yo.
Wait.
This girl been singing, man.
What? For real?
What?
No, singing like around the house.
But like singing like.
No, I just told you I had my headphones on all week. She don't sing bad, but I also don't think she's trying to be better. She's enjoying herself.
Okay, yeah.
That's awesome.
Never mind.
She's decompressing.
You made it sound bad, bro.
No, but that's still dope.
Bad
though.
for my ears. Right now, I'm blaming.
Good for her, man. That's dope.
Yeah. So shout out my girl on finding like a new little. We've also been working on something else for that. I should say she's working on, and from time to time she gets me to help, but I can't say anything about it because it's not my place to say, and I don't want to be that guy that says the spoilers to a movie. But she's been working on herself. She's doing some new things, and I really like those things. They're very healthy for her. I feel like anybody. I'll tell you guys off screen, but it's healthy. And I say that just to say this and pass it off to you, because that's a whole episode in itself, is that Jesus Christ, I talk a lot. Nah, I mean, that's also true. But it's that you need to find that thing that clears your mind, right? That is therapeutic. And it doesn't necessarily it needs to be something that you plan to make money on or this and that. It can be, but it has to be your happy place. Your happy place isn't just closing your eyes and going to a place. That doesn't work for everybody. It might be an activity, but find it. You need to find it. That is detrimental to living an overall happy life, right? Or for the most part, happy life. Tipping that balance is finding a way to center yourself, because you can't stop BS, because we're not cursing. But you can't stop BS from the world. What you can stop is how you react to it. But you need to build yourself up to that. That doesn't happen in one day. So,
damn,
up to you,
bars,
Madal.
man.
That's good, yeah.
Bars. I was gonna say, but is she like? So you're saying she's singing, right?
With the mic thing, yeah.
Okay. Is it like with headphones too?
No.
Okay, because that would help. I feel like the more I hear myself, the better I get at controlling my voice.
I just think aim is different. That's her happy place. It's just decompressing, singing songs she loves.
It's like a karaoke
without the aim to I'm not working being a singer.
You weren't specific enough.
Yeah,
so I was about to be like, yo, about to be like, yo, put a beat on next time she do it.
I mean,
but that ain't the thing. I know what it is.
So that's her decompress.
We're gonna throw her in the stew, bro.
Explain better next time, bro. Explain
my
better.
fault, bro.
Get in the booth.
You ain't see our reaction.
My explaining
we
my
both
names.
went like this. I was like, here.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm around RT people, musicians, and whatnots.
Don't put Ale. Be like, yo, next time we like, yo, you got
Babe, you got this. You got this.
You got 30 minutes. We go in. We just make a song real quick.
Real quick,
That's
bro.
all we need.
It doesn't take much.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I had fun.
Hey, shout out Edith.
Nah, I had a really good weekend actually. I spent a Sunday with my lady doing an Apple festival. It was in PA.
That's dope.
That was pretty cool. I think we told you guys, no?
Yeah.
You were telling me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. I got to see my boy Salva and his newborn baby.
God bless him and his baby and his whole family.
And his whole family, man. So that was cool. We finally met her. We got to see his wife as well. She was there. So overall, good time, man. I spent it with good people, some of my other brothers outside of here. And just a genuinely good time, man. Just doing things that my girl likes doing, to see her happy, and then somehow I end up being happy about it.
Hey,
I'm like,
man.
Yo, the power of that. Yo, shout out doing having couples time.
Yeah, man.
And doing
couple activities.
I will agree that at times I have been like, yo, if I wasn't with her, I would have looked at, I used to look at this and laugh.
I used to laugh at people that did things.
And
like
I'm this guy, and I'm here holding her purse, doing this that I said earlier.
I ain't holding no purse. But
holding the purse,
I hold it, baby.
He throw it around his shoulder, I bet.
I throw it around my shoulder.
Chai.
You look like the type. Nah, but I agree with that thing. Like they're going to. That's what I was talking about earlier, bro.
You trying to not do that.
It's a joke, bro. I'm just kidding.
I know. Yo,
from my end, I'm just kidding. From his
too. For all intents and purposes, we just joke like that because we get along like that. Don't come disrespect me in the street.
Brothers,
like
man. Brothers, man.
Word.
It's not for you to do,
it's
man.
It's not for you to do. Do it with your friends if you're cool like that.
I pay my friend's subscription to be able to do that. You pay your subs? I didn't think so. So don't be doing that when y'all see him.
Word. You ain't tell Didi to like us neither, man. Damn, man.
Ooh, on that note that you didn't tell Didi to like us. I think we interrupted you, so I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm gonna say something.
Nah, I mean, we're good to go. All I was gonna say is that I agree. Some of the things that I do with my lady now: pumpkin picking, apple picking, going to the farm picking.
Different stuff.
Like in my mind, 10 years ago, bro, I would have slapped it. Get out of here. What are you talking about? But today, she made me understand a different feeling that you get from that. So
you gain interest in it.
Yeah, I actually feel good about it. It makes me feel like, damn, I need my own farm and I want to pick up my own things out of my own farm. There's a feeling to it, being at one with nature, doing those things that
and
I
living
enjoy.
off of your own.
Yeah, and not only that, but I remember back in DR, my grandfather had a finca, and I remember we used to go to the finca on like Sunday mornings, Saturday mornings, and we would do similar activities like that. And I think it reconnected that emotion in me, and I was like, oh,
Beautiful.
This is why he used to do what he did. It's a feeling to it, man. Like, if y'all ain't never done it, I recommend it. I know it seemed a little weird, and like you think you're too masculine to do those things. Just do it. You'll end up enjoying it, in my opinion.
That's fire.
Hey,
that's fire, man. Shout out Picking, first of all.
Shout out my girl for having that control over my mindset.
Hey, we all been there, man.
Yeah,
man.
It's all good.
On that note, on the note that you were saying, sorry, before I run off again, as I always do, you said something that was key about not liking our videos and not sharing with Titi and all that. But we're not even going to tell you right now. As we expand, so does the show. And we like to take breaks. We figured, come back with a fresh mind. So we about to take a break. Right? That sound good to you guys?
We're going to commercials, man.
All right, yeah.
Time.
So we're going to commercials.
I need a sip.
Word,
I might come back with a beer or something. I don't know.
It might be a little something. So we'll get you guys in 2 seconds. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Hey, I bet you were expecting a different type of commercial. Sadly, it's not. It's still about us. We did, however, want to thank you guys for watching our videos week after week and telling us some things we can improve and or just enjoying our content. I want to speak on the importance of liking our videos, sharing it to somebody you know, and subscribing to our channel. It's a fine way to ensure that our efforts are not in vain. As always, I'm AOC, and I thank you for your continuous support. Yo, we were just laughing at something, but we're back.
That was funny.
Yo,
We back.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Something wrong with you.
You need some help. You need some help.
Call 1-800.
That's a good one.
Help.
Yo, so earlier you had said something. Remember I asked, like, is that a song yet? Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember what I said, but it's on the audio, man.
No, it's not, man. This is why I don't like y'all.
I say a lot of stuff, man.
Because I was like, damn, that'd be a dope song. No, I forgot. Whatever, man. Welcome back, everyone.
Word. Let's go into this first topic. What are we talking about?
Topics of the day.
And I apologize for saying it like that. I sound wildly unprepared. Oh, I know what I want to say. That you guys also want to say.
I don't want to say nothing.
That
how you gonna tell me what
Rem wants to say, and I want to say, and you can say too.
If you want to, you want me to go?
Yeah. Thank you.
Want to give my condolences to Takeoff and his family. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Rest in peace, man. It's like a sad
in
thing
peace,
with all
Takeoff,
rappers, man. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Rest in peace to Takeoff, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, rest in peace, Takeoff, man. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say, guys. It's my condolences to him and his family, and obviously, like, it's not what anybody wants to say. I mean, what is this, like the 24th rapper who died this year, who gets killed by someone else? Who was it right before it? PNB Rock?
PNB Rock.
Bro, it's out of control, but I mean, like, I get it. You know, you live in the life and you deep in the game and you're out there, you got to make your presence and all that, but it's not worth it.
No.
Like, your life is at risk every single time you go out. Like, what's the point? Like, just keep enjoying the money that you're making, keep enjoying the music that you're making, which people are obviously loving, and stay to yourself, stay with your close circle, man. Like, it's not worth it being out there just risking your life. Someone is hating on you.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know the situation. I didn't look into it. I don't know what's happening, but it sucks that if it was a passing bullet, he just happened to be in the way of it. It still sucks because he's not here now, right?
Right.
But at the end of it all, it's like you are around that kind of energy. Most likely there's a higher risk that you're taking when you're around that energy. So what I would say, man, like, rappers, I get all of that, and that's cool. I get that life too, because I used to live that life, man, and I used to be around that. But that's what I realized very quickly growing up, is that I didn't want to be around that. It took some drastic things to happen for me to realize it. But once I saw it, I said to myself, it's not worth it.
At all.
It's not worth it. And what do they always say? You either end up dead or in jail.
Yeah.
So both are really death to me, because your life, you're getting thrown in jail, they taking your life away. Yeah. You're not really living in there either. So my advice is just stay away from all of that, man. Just if you're making music and you're big already, you're a big artist, rapper, keep doing your thing, keep rapping, keep making your money, and stay within your close circle. People you trust, people that are not gonna attempt to take your life away, because that really sucks, bro. And then just like enjoy everything else that's around you. Don't look for more. Don't look for extra. It's not gonna bring you anything that you can't already have if you're making money or if you're around good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, my thing is, like you said, it's like you're making money if you're big already, right? That was the point, to elevate your life, but elevate it, bro. Like move away from things that you didn't have the luxury of moving away from before, and then take with you, the people are supposed to be there, man. Take and show yourself, treat yourself, treat your people, and show yourself a different life. Show them a different life, and then, like you said, I don't know the full situation, but it's still sad. So my condolences. I think the reason we spoke on this also was to bring about questions of like, what do we think about violence?
Violence is horrible, man. It needs to stop, man. It's like one of those things that I want to say. I feel, this is just my opinion, I feel like a lot of people are just used to violence. So when they're in a certain situation, that's all they know. There's no talking. There's no, hey, let's sit down as like individuals, yeah, because you might not be friends, you might not be family, it might just be like an individual. Yeah. Let's sit down and discuss what the issue is, and let's get past it and move on. Like, why is that so difficult? The first thing most people go to is, I gotta hit the person, or I gotta like kill the person, which is probably the craziest route.
That's wild.
Please don't go that route.
Yeah,
like,
that's wild.
But there are a lot of situations that bring that negativity of violence to a person without that person wanting them. But even like that person should learn to avoid it, because you always have the option to avoid it, no matter, like, unless it's like really like somebody just like has a gun right in your face, and then you're just like, damn, like.
But if there was like, I get what you're saying. Like if there was an argument before it got to that point, and this and then the third,
because arguments, like getting into an argument, can lead to violence, lead to death, lead to jail.
Do you guys have any details as to what actually happened?
Allegedly, because I don't really know.
Well, yeah, we don't really know anything,
and I didn't read enough, but I did read something about a dice game.
They was playing dice. It was him and Quavo, right? They were there.
Yeah. Because they were. My bad. The other thing is, people got to stop putting pictures, bro. Don't put pictures of somebody that died on social media, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
Picture up?
They like of the body.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Not even a picture. It was a video.
Come on,
the video of the body already on the floor, and just the people close to him and Quavo and everybody, just like, bro, that is a horrible. That's probably the worst moment, bro.
They're doing it to get
all hell is landing. But at the expense of what, man?
They don't care, bro. The exposure. They don't care about the family or the person that they're like damaging with that. Because even as a person that I don't know him. So, but I see that and I'm like, damn, I didn't want to see that. Like, that just made my whole day different. You know what I'm saying?
You clicked on it to watch it though.
Well, it wasn't even a click. It was like
I scroll down. Stuff.
You know why that came about though on your page? Because other people probably clicked on it. Other people made it so it trended down to you to your stream, and now you got to see it also. Yeah. But that's the reason why they take the videos and the pictures, is because they know that's gonna happen. It's gonna have that domino effect to it.
Yeah. I couldn't see that. I'm scrolling down, just going through my timeline on YouTube, and then I just see the picture, and I'm like, damn, bro, wow.
And more than see it, I couldn't record somebody in that moment.
No,
you get that? Like, that's crazy to me.
People need help out there.
Nah, but you gotta realize that in the mind of the person recording, it's not.
They don't care.
Oh my God, they're like,
Somebody
y'all gotta
XYZ.
see this.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
a lot of that, bro. I feel like I seen that. You remember back in the day when everything was world star.
Oh yeah.
Nobody was trying to stop whatever situation hadn't escalated yet. They were inciting. They wanted it to happen.
That's when that started. That whole something what happened recorded.
Yeah.
That started there.
Yeah, and it's like
Maybe not think about that time frame. I mean,
it's the realization that violence and bad things get more attention than a bunch of other things, right? Like
same as
a
drama.
positive message is not gonna go as far as that same video is gonna go. So you got to understand the minds of humans as far as like what they're trying to achieve with what they're doing. Because I don't think they're doing it in a bad way. They're doing it with a hope for a return. A return back of attention to them in that situation.
Yeah,
it might not be in a bad way. We're still doing something.
It is,
but they don't know. They don't know that it's bad.
They're not thinking about it that way though.
They don't know who they're like who is damaging on the
but
other.
They should, and
they
that's
should.
why it's good to point it out so they
corpse,
understand.
Bro.
Yeah,
there's someone that was there 2 seconds ago, and there's no longer there.
We live in a viral world.
Yeah,
now,
so. And we there's so much information with the internet and everything. Oh God, I sound like a grandfather. Somebody's out there, but we live so in this day and age. We get fed so much information that we're just desensitized to everything, man.
Yeah,
you know that it's something is not cringe. How many times? And this is gonna sound bad, and in no way, shape, or form do I mean it in a bad way, but how many times, as of lately, there's been a school shooting, right? And you're at the moment you're like, oh man, like that's unfortunate. But if we're being completely honest, the thought is, damn, another one. For you to even like say that,
back
and then
in the day, it used to be that when you hear that, you go, like, oh my God, what? I can't believe that's happening.
And it'd be the massacre of such place, such
now
and everybody remembered that. Not everybody remembered that. I promise if you ask, I'll speak for myself. If you ask me to list down the last one, I can't tell you the places.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the places, bro. And that's
we probably don't even hear about the new ones because the news is like, oh, it's another one. Don't worry about it. It's not even going to get attention.
And that's not to dismiss to anybody that lost their life. Let me be clear. They lost their life in any of those instances, but it's so much information. Your brain can't keep up. Yeah. You're not meant to see as much. You're not meant to think about as much stuff as we see every day, man. And then, it turns into this whole thing. And then that becomes fuel for people to do more violence and this and that because it's normalized to an extent.
No, that's facts. Yo, man, read more books, man. Get off the internet, man.
I'm not saying people don't have problem with people. You might disagree with somebody, but back in the day, bro, when I was growing up, if you disagree with somebody past a certain point, you just needed to square up. That's it. And then even though that's bad, and I'm not promoting that, right? Because I'm older, I know better. But I'm saying even when it got that bad, you fought with a person, you got up, you shook hands, bro, and then it was whatever. Whether you talk to them again, some of my friends, it started as an argument, and then we're friends to this day, right? For whatever the reason is, but like it's so easy now for people to just disagree with something. Or not even disagree. It's just hate that they're not in a position that they see somebody else in, and then pop, go. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna rob them, take his stuff. If you really want to
fight somebody, go to a boxing gym.
Yeah.
Go to a karate dojo or something.
I know, but they're past even fighting though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like if you feel that, because a lot of people walk around with that energy in them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you're really feeling that energy in you that you want to destroy, you want to like hurt. Go to a boxing gym.
Yeah.
Train yourself so good that you end up becoming something positive out of it, like a great boxer, a Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, a Tyson. Tyson, that was his thing. He had rage.
Yeah.
He says it all the time. He used to have rage. And it's like, okay, so what did he do with it? Did he walk around fighting people in the streets?
He's still alive to this day.
Possibly.
Possibly.
But he went to the gym. He fought. He became a fighter. And then he just beat people up in the ring. Yeah. And he released himself there.
Look, controlled aggression.
Yeah, word. Yeah. Controlled, word. Look, I'm not going to say that, certain bad things happen, and I would be a pretentious person to sit here and be like, oh no, you're supposed to, do as Buddha did. You know what I'm saying?
Doing for a robot.
I could sit here and talk all that, and then go out in the street, and then some a-hole, because we're not Christian, cut me off, and then I might lose my ish for 2 seconds, and then I'm fine. I'm not saying. But if you're at the point where you're doing that, obviously your trauma, your childhood trauma is crazy. I don't blame you for that. Listen, I'm talking to anybody out here. You calling me crazy? I'm not. I'm talking to everybody that's out there that probably felt like they hurt someone or they're liable to hurt somebody. I don't blame you for what happened in your past to you, right? You were actually the victim in that, but you're not the victim in how you choose to move forward as an adult. So whatever things you have done up to this point, forgive yourself up to a certain extent and try to be better, but then actually work on being better. And then the next time you mess up, maybe since you're forgiving yourself, you don't got so much inside you because you're learning to forget yourself, let go, and you won't take it to that extreme, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm sure most of these people, or like a lot of them, they feel really bad about the things they do afterwards, regardless of what the people say. Oh, that's a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Right? People don't just act that way. They learned it from somewhere. They were a victim of something, and then hurt people. But what I'm saying is, you carrying all the guilt of what you've done up to this point, if it's something that you could live on with your life, you haven't taken somebody's life. Forgive yourself, man, for all the BS. Forgive yourself for allowing somebody else to do something to you. Because when you forgive yourself, and I know this sounds cheesy, but I swear to God, when you forgive yourself, you're able to just not let those negative thoughts fester as much. Because then the next time you get mad or frustrated, it doesn't add to your old stuff. It's just new stuff that's coming in place, which you could deal with that at that moment and then move forward. And that's just life. It's just a constant balance. But when you keep all that inside constantly, it leads you to doing something like that. None of these people started out this way. They got this way. It got so bad that it got to that point. And I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you because I'm sure it's easy to just point at you and be like, you're a horrible person, which for your actions, I mean, you kind of are, you know what I'm saying? And you have to wear that. But I'm not just going to be the guy that's pointing at you and saying you're a horrible person. I'm going to say, I'm sorry for whatever happened to you in your childhood, growing up, whatever led you to this point. You be sorry too. And you forgive yourself too. And then your life is not done. Keep doing stuff to balance it, man. If your cup is half full with all this hate, all this stuff, your parents used to be shitty people. You didn't have parents. You had horrible influences around you. You get to feel all that. I'm not gonna tell you. You have every right to feel that hurt, but let it go. Come to terms with it. It's uncomfortable. We hate it. It's difficult. Do it. You have to do it. It being hard is not an excuse to not do it. Come to terms with what has happened already and make it better in the future, man. You got the power to do that.
Word, man. That's beautiful, man.
Word, bro.
Dang, you passionate, bro.
For 99 cents a day, no.
I was with that. I was gonna say you gotta kind of learn. This might sound crazy to some people. You gotta learn to control your mind.
There you go.
Because you only have control over yourself. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
You only have control over yourself. So if you let somebody else say something, do something, and it affects you, then they now have control over your mind. Because whatever they did to you, it got you. And it took you to a place where you either never been or you let go a while ago.
Yeah.
But that person was able to bring it back. So you just got to control. If you could control your mind every day, you're good, because you don't let nothing bother you. You just live controlling the things that are in your grasp, like your day and how your day goes. No matter what you do, if you can control your mind, you can kind of block everything.
Facts. Facts. And at least me personally, the way I do that is the forgiveness part gives me the confidence and the confidence and the clear picture that I need to do that and to do that. And maybe it doesn't, wow, it's sprayed all over any equipment. And maybe it makes it easier, man, because at least to me, it makes it easier. When I forgive myself, I'm able to get over something quicker. So it's almost like being so self-aware that I know that something might tick me off today. And it's not
the difficult part,
and it's not manifesting. I'm sorry, it's not manifesting that. It's not. You're not gonna wake up saying today some BS is gonna happen. It's waking up and saying today is gonna be a great day. But in the event that some BS happens, I know better than to do X, Y, and Z. And when that happens, if it's out of your control, because impulses are impulses for a reason, and you got mad and that got you mad, and then the moment passed, feel it and let that pass with the moment. And then if you can do that, if you can learn how to do that, however, whether it's reflecting, you got a hobby, whatever, if you can learn or have a technique that allows you to forgive yourself, to succumbing to your emotions, then it doesn't matter that you succumb to your emotions, because naturally you're going to do it less, because you forgive yourself, so then you learn to deal with it and you learn to recognize the feelings. The worst thing you could do is trying to act like something's not there. Something happened and now you're mad and you're trying to act like you're not mad. No, I'm not even mad. And then your friends come around you and joke on you because they don't know what type of day you're having. And you're like, no, I'm not mad. Damn, bro, you mad? I'm just joking. No, I'm not even mad. It's just blah, 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 blah. Your friends don't even know that you're mad about something that has nothing to do with that conversation or, the next person. Why? Because you didn't let the last thing go. So this is adding to it. But if you would have let the last thing go, you would have identified that this was just jokes or banter or not whatever that situation was.
The hard, difficult part of that, bro, is having that information.
Yeah.
You know that now. I know that now. You know that now.
Yeah.
Because we have experience, right? When you don't read information, you have to experience it the hard way.
Yeah.
And learning it the hard way, usually you create a lot of tumbling mistakes that lead you down the wrong path and create really bad habits. Yeah. So it's really easy to say it now from your seat or from our seat, because we have experience and we were able to surpass it. But growing up, I didn't have any other information.
Yeah.
So I'm sure like the people that deal with it at a young age that don't have that information, how are you supposed to understand something that you just don't know?
By watching our videos. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's one way.
Yeah.
But our videos are only going to reach but so many people.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, why aren't more people out there promoting when you know this? And I know there's people that know this information and are doing it, but like, why aren't the teachers in the classrooms promoting this, talking about it? Why aren't the parents talking about it at home? Why isn't the neighbor who is old enough, experienced enough, spreading this in their neighborhood to the people around, to the kids, the young people that are going to be the problem tomorrow if they don't have this information? You know what I'm saying? It's like not enough people are doing the right thing by spreading the right message. And it's usually comes down to the fact that the right message doesn't get enough attention. Yeah, like people don't want to hear it. They don't care for it. Yeah. So because they don't care for it, I don't care to spread it. I don't care to talk about it. And what happens is that now the good message dies with good people. When they die, they pass. And
that's bars.
But it's true though, no?
Yeah,
right?
No, I agree.
Good information usually die with good people because the world doesn't care for it.
Yeah.
And the world doesn't care for it because all the bad information gets more attention. So they're more focused on that instead. And that part sucks, man, because you don't want to grow up. You don't want to turn 30 and have this bad habits built inside of you of just being a reckless person who does reckless things and who doesn't care about other people and their life, and you don't care if you kill somebody or fight somebody like that. Like you want to go into your 30s like that? That means that going into your 40s, you're going to be even worse. And then by the time you're in your 50, no one, if you're not already dead or in jail, no one's even going to want to be around you. Because I don't want to be around people like that.
No.
I don't want to be around the person I was before my 30s. So I can speak from my own experience that if you don't have the information, that's the path that you're going to end up going on. But it's a matter of like putting the information out there. I think teachers who have a big hand on the youth in the schools should, around the math and the science and the civics and the social studies, whatever, they should throw in a little self-reflection to people. Maybe a little meditation, something to like help them kind of realize that like, yo, all those problems that you have that no one knows about, you don't need to express them out into the air to everyone else. You don't need to hurt other people to express them, because all that's going to lead to is you now developing the habit of hurting people when you're hurt. That's all you're going to do. So just reflect on it, deal with it, cleanse it, like you said, and then throw it out. You don't have to keep carrying it. It happened last year. Guess what? That's the past. It doesn't even exist anymore. Let it go. But you're holding it for 5, 10, 20, 30. You still mad at that little kid in kindergarten who took your milk? Bro, let it go. You're turning 45 next week. Let it go, bro.
Because the work seems too hard. It's still necessary.
But they don't have the information, bro. That's the thing. When you don't have the information, you can't make better decisions.
No, but I'm talking about, okay, you're right. But I'm talking about even for certain people that know better and don't do better.
Yeah, I mean, that part, that's on them, player.
Because at least, like you said.
Once you have the information, you can't make up reasons why you can't do it.
Exactly.
Hey, man, I'll say this, man. I wish the schools would teach that, because it would build the foundation for kids as they get older, man. But it's kind of tough because they kind of have to follow whatever they're told. You know what I'm saying?
They do, but there's times in between, let's say before class starts or maybe before they leave, where you can say a 2 to 3 minute piece on that to try to get kids to reflect, to try to get their attention around that, instead of like, I don't know, history or science. Like you're going to spend, most classes are 45 to an hour, sometimes an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Bro, you could take 2 to 3 minutes in between that to spread a better message. They're just not doing it. And I get what you're saying. They have their curriculum they have to follow. Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes we got to kind of bend the rules to see a difference. Otherwise, your school is prone to a school shooting. Because that's usually what develops. You didn't do your part to try to cleanse this kid's minds from whatever trauma they came into school with, from home, from the park, from whatever. You're basically allowing that door to open where a kid can go through deep enough trauma to come back and shoot up the school.
Get these kids something to do, man.
Yeah, facts.
Not something to do, something to reflect on, though.
Something, man. Give them something, man. Help them out, man. We might have to go into another little break, right?
Yeah, I think it's about that time. But what you were saying was very powerful.
Yeah, man.
She got too deep. I don't like that.
Too deep.
We're going to come back with some jokes after this quick break.
Y'all about to get this roast, all right? We'll be back.
Oh, you recording already? Oh, hi everybody. My name is Rem from Just a Regular Podcast, and I would like to thank everybody for watching our videos. And even if you don't like them, let me start over. I didn't know I was ready. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rem, and I would just like to thank everybody for your support and for watching our videos, and tuning in every week. Sorry. Throat hurts a little bit. Let me start over. I got it this one. I messed it up a little bit, but it's fine. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Ram. Peace and love, first and foremost. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in to us every week. You know, we try to put out the best quality content for y'all. We love y'all and appreciate y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe if you can. And if you don't, you know, tell somebody about us. You know, share the love. We don't do negativity, just positivity. Thank you guys, man. Appreciate you. I'm going to try to play this tune again. And we are back. Back like we never left. What did you expect for us to not progress?
Ooh.
I messed it up, but it's still.
Yeah.
Bars.
Rem has such a calm way of
destroying the field. Yes.
That's so nobody could say nothing. You can't say nothing if I'm like really like mellow about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Nah, do you know how I
They'll
feel
still
about
attack
it?
you.
I feel like your bars hit, so you don't need to be loud.
I don't need to be extra.
Because the words is powerful.
Yeah, word. I feel you.
I'm gonna have bars, so I'll make up for it.
The loudness makes up for the bars.
So baby, don't get too loud. All right, I'll stop. Go ahead.
Yeah. So extra. All right, so we're getting into the musical basketball scene because is a little bit of both. But we're gonna start with I don't know if y'all saw recently in the news, but Kyrie, they're saying Nike is like done with him, allegedly. I ain't
they're cutting his contract,
like cutting his contract, like the production of his sneaker. So I don't know how. I didn't read much into it. I just saw like a couple Googles about it, but not too much. Apparently, it was something. It was like a movie or a film that he agreed with.
Yeah,
allegedly, and then the whatever. I guess the film was anti. I forgot the word.
Anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitic.
Semitic.
I was gonna say Semitic, but I think it's Semitic.
No, it's not Semitic.
Damn, we're gonna have to Google fact check that one.
But what, he had some anti-Semitic comments, or the film was?
I think they were saying that he was promoting it.
Oh,
and that was against what the companies believe in. That's allegedly. Right. Don't quote me, man. I ain't no reporter, man.
Right.
Anyways, but that's what happened, and
man of 1,000 accents.
Hostile to or prejudiced against Jewish people. Anti-Semitic.
And then that was the thing. Anti-Semitic.
There you go. All right, so we were all wrong. Whatever.
At least we were closer than you.
At least we were wrong together.
But we were still wrong together, bro. We're a team. If you fall, we all fall. You know what I'm saying? If you ball, we all ball. All right, you get the point.
Damn, we ain't never.
But how do y'all feel about it? Because when I saw it, right, it was like, first of all, it was wild to see because I believe Kyrie's like one of the best NBA players, like in current day. Like he's a talented basketball player. So to see that a company like Nike, who makes his sneaker a lot and you see it everywhere, to be like, yo, we done. I knew it was something big, but I also was like, but I thought it was like freedom of speech. So I know he attacked probably the wrong people with that message.
Yeah.
Like the people you want to mess with. But how do y'all feel about it?
Okay. You want me to go first?
I just want to say this. Kyrie, we're going to Adidas.
I mean, I don't know what Adidas done.
Got stripes for fucking Adidas, man.
You go first.
Okay. I'll say this, right? And now hear this. No, I feel that that the only reason they are shutting these companies are shutting people like Kyrie and Kanye down and dismissing the freedom of speech. See, freedom of speech is a beautiful thing till it affects your pockets.
It sound good.
it sound good, yeah, till it affects your pockets. And these big companies have this huge network that they've built, and the reason it's big money is because big money gets involved with big money. So whoever they're in cahoots with, if that those people that they're sponsoring or have partnerships with or are doing business with them are saying something that's gonna hurt a person or an entity and a corporation, whatever it is, that is in cahoots or does also business with said company like Nike, like Adidas, like all that, you're liable to to that other person be like, well, this person has a problem with me. They're in direct opposition of me, and you're doing business with them. Well, you think like them, or even if you don't, how can you be a neutral party when I'm bringing you all this money, this and that, right? And companies might, this speculation. I'm not saying, this are conclusions that come to my mind based on what I see, hear, and experience. But what would make sense is the money play, because it's, surprise, surprise, about the money. So it's the money play of protecting the money or the money and the influence up there. So then we shut up the little guy by cutting them off. We have our views do not align with those of this person. We are no longer doing business with them, and they still look like the neutral party, right? Or not the neutral party, but they protect that relationship. Now the next question is, should that happen or not? I'm not sure. I'll tell you this. I'll let NF go, and then I'll bring it back to the Kanye situation, which is a similar situation. Right.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Now look, I don't have much to say around this, but I do have information about the whole thing, how it came about. He didn't say nothing. He reposted something on Twitter, but he didn't say nothing. So technically, freedom of speech, he didn't say nothing. He just reposted something or posted it or whatever. A movie or something that is a documentary, I think it is. But what is he saying? He didn't put nothing there. He didn't say, I believe in this. He didn't say, this is whatever. He just posted the link to it. So from that, he gets kicked out of the team or like whatever.
Yeah, it was the team too.
Right? And then Nike takes away his money. I don't get what what are you trying to hide that you are mad that he posted a link?
They're probably not mad. The person behind the scenes.
That's my point.
Oh, that's what you're alluding to. I'm sorry.
That's my. I'm really into that.
Thank you.
Because that's exactly what makes me. That's where my brain goes. It's like, who's really pulling the strings?
Same.
Why does Nike care that he posted something? Why does the NBA that cares that he posted something? Like, he didn't say nothing. It's not like he. And then there was an interview, and I saw the interview of the guy asking him the question about that. Like, is he anti-Semitic or whatever? And he's like, did I say any of that? I didn't say none of that. Why are you even asking me that? I posted a link. Why are you making up things around nothing? Because he didn't say nothing.
Yeah, but I guess his celebrityness, like the person he is, like anything he does, like it doesn't have to be much.
It's gonna be
he's not allowed to live.
It's enough. Yeah, that's. I guess when I say freedom of speech, I don't mean just talk. I mean
what you do, the way you present yourself.
Yeah, because that should all be a part of it. It shouldn't just be what you say. It should also be what you do, and
that just makes me once again realize that what they want is robots. They want people that will do as they're told, and you go in the line that I tell you to go in. And if you fall out of it, I take away your food and shelter.
Free slaves, bro.
That, where's the fun in that? How is anyone supposed to look forward to life when that's like, I have to do what you say?
Adhere to your agenda.
Yeah, whatever you have in mind. How are people supposed to look forward to living the life they want when you're trying to control and
or
manipulate.
excel at things they're good at. Because what is he good at? What is his life? It's basketball.
Yeah. So then what? What if they say we don't like basketball no more? And then, I gotta stop playing basketball now.
Yeah.
So I just think it's kind of crazy to me that they are trying to control people who want to express what's on their mind in whatever way they want to express it. And in this case, he didn't say nothing. He didn't say, I believe in this. He didn't say, this is true. He didn't say nothing. He posted the link to the movie or documentary, whatever it was. I didn't watch it. I didn't even see the thing.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy that there was no words that he actually said or typed. And they are trying to say that he is that.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Assumptions.
Yeah, so because someone assumed that he is anti-Semitic, now he loses his contract, he gets kicked out of a team or whatever punishment he's dealing with. Like, because a reporter assumed and reporter said that to him. Because of that? Come on, bro. Like, I don't know. It's too deep. It's too much. I'm personally an advocate of like stand up for yourself, stand up for your rights. Kyrie, I'm sorry that they're doing this to you, but I'm also proud of you for standing up for yourself and not bowing down to the higher powers that be. I remember Colin Kaepernick did the same thing when he took a knee.
Yeah.
A lot of people bashed him. Nike was one of them. Yeah. Took away his contract. And then when the United States and the people of the country actually embraced what he was doing, ahí vino Nike con el cheque. I'm sorry, with a public apology and everything. Man, look, I could go off on that, but I might want to check later, so I ain't going to say nothing right now.
Got Nikes on right now. Damn.
Damn.
I got to cry.
Oh, damn.
It's like them bitches on.
That's how it is.
Aren't those Kyrie's, bro? Don't throw them like that.
That's funny as hell. Oh, shit.
They're the Westbrooks, but...
all right. Oh, you can throw those.
The W.
He ruining my team. You can throw those.
Damn.
Get off my team. Go buy the Oakland.
Word of advice to Kyrie, though, man. You got a lot of money, bro. You can make your own sneaker, man. You ain't got to... You know what I'm saying?
Kyrie's low-key a Bitcoin.
And you led me right to my next point. There is a method to Kanye's madness, bro. I feel it in my bones. And I feel it even more so now because I was speaking to one of my video game homies, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Coco, you know what I'm saying? This man, right? We've never talked about.
His name is Coco.
Yeah, we call him Coco. Yeah, that's Coco. I'm sorry. You've never heard no crazy nickname?
Go ahead, bro.
Listen.
We Dominican, bro. We heard them all.
Yeah. Yo, so without us like ever talking about that, the video, I sent you guys a video, I think. It was Kanye saying something with the Gap stock next to him saying, if you don't got more money than me, don't talk to me about did I not send you that video?
You did. You sent it to
He
Coco.
was talking to a reporter, right? He was talking to one of these news thing. You know how they do the screen by screen thing and they video call the person? And I guess the reporter was leading into something about his money being messed up, something like that. And he said, I'm sorry, don't talk to me about money if you're broke or if you're broker than me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're not as rich as me, I'm talking to my mom. And he's saying this while he has the Gap stock right here and the numbers fucking
tanking,
skydiving down.
Wait, Kanye had the phone with the stock open?
Well, no, it was on the screen, but it was just so iconic how he's saying that.
Gotcha.
It's a screen because that's what they're talking about, like his.
I would have died.
The video,
and right on that interview, I think right when that interview was done, he quits his partnership with Gap. And I know, or I don't know. I have a feeling on what he's doing. He's like, I'm gonna use your own weapon against you. I feel like big corporations, how's the first way they shut you up? With the money. It's obvious.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about right now. It's like, all right, but y'all could do it to any little nobody, but I got my influence. This is how I feel. He hasn't said anything about this. I think he's taking his stuff, I almost cursed, his stuff off of every different like partnership and stuff that he has, and he's going to make his own thing from scratch. And if he has help, it'll be from a silent type partner, okay, that doesn't mind not having the spotlight. They don't want to be a Nike. They don't want to be they just want to quietly get their money. So they'll help him with like manufacturing.
There you
go. The JURP boys.
Breaking news.
Yeah,
we are the company that's
we're announcing. Yeah, we're announcing that we'll be providing Kanye with the materials for him to have a successful line. No, I feel like he's going indie, bro, and I feel like the fact that my conversation with Coco, I didn't tell him anything about this, and he said exactly my thoughts made me feel like, okay, I'm not the only one that thinks this, right? Furthermore, if he pulls it off, it'll be some shit. It could, anything can happen.
What do you think he is moving to? Doesn't he already have a music platform? Or no, he released
the music. He has a music like
iPad type of
device type thing.
A little Bluetooth
device. Yeah. But I feel like he's gonna do something like that, and the thing that there's clothes everywhere, sneakers everywhere, but he'll be the only one to hold his creative thing and
like
sell
the Yeezy store,
and it'll be all his. And he has, I believe he has the power to do it. And the fact that he's been shunned from certain places and now he's saying F everybody else on top of that. It's like, oh, my mouth gonna get me canceled? Go ahead, cut the money. Because I'm gonna make my own. I've been making my own money. I've been making my own beats. I've been rapping on my own beats. I'm gonna make my own ish too. Whatever years I needed to see the aspect of the business that I imagined that I didn't know about, I did by partnering up. And it's been good and it's been bad, but I have what I need. And I really feel like he's thinking like that, and he's about to do his own thing. And off of how polarizing and how influential this man is. Because everybody likes to call him a crazy person, this and the third. Some of my friends were saying, for watching this, right? They were like, man, y'all like super fans of this guy, this and the third, right? That's cool, because I say wild-ish to them about whatever they're talking about. That's part of the banter. But, bro, it's not that. It's that you're seeing it. It's unraveling between your eyes. You could call Kanye as crazy as you want, this and that. And listen, the man says some stuff that is off, and maybe he even says some stuff that discredits him from the stuff that he says that's true.
Everything ain't on. Some are off.
Some are off, and the off ones, yeah, it's always him. See, the off ones might kind of like wanna. People might want to use it to discredit what's actually on point that he's saying that people think and don't want to say, or are too.
That's usually what they do, though.
That's usually what they do. That's usually what happens. But you're still talking about him. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's good press or bad press. That's where I was going at. You're still talking about him. And that's how it's going to be with his sneakers. It's like, oh, yeah, the new sneakers came out. Oh, from who? Oh, Kanye. Oh, Kanye's so freaking crazy. I know, I'm wearing this crazy man sneakers right now. I paid such and such amount for these. And it'll be the type of thing that, because when a brand is giving you attention and you get behind the brand, you do it for the exposure that the brand's going to give you. So then the brand has that power over you of, I'll take this exposure from you real quick. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But when you bring on your own exposure and it comes from your clients, not a middle person, not a brand, not a label. If you're in the music industry, when it comes from the people that believe in your product, they're buying your product, the consumer, you can't shut every consumer up. It doesn't matter.
You won't be able to.
You won't be able to. You don't pay the consumer. The consumer's paying that person.
It's all on demand, right? So like if there's demand, like and nowadays you could so many ways to go around that. And so then, it's like you can't really stop.
And then you as a business, you're looking to push consumerism. So what are you gonna do? If he gets to be that popping with his own thing, like if it goes off, then you gotta, because people love money more than anything. So you gotta bite your bottom lip, say I'm sorry, extend that hand, hoping that he want to do business with you.
Yeah.
Now the power is in whose hands?
Yeah, now he's the brand.
He
Now
should-
he is the exposure. You
Bro,
need him.
did he? You weren't even playing Uno. He hit you with the reverse cartoma, bro.
Word. I feel like Kanye's
So-
always been the brand. He's just needed
Yeah.
other brands to build.
All I needed was the infrastructure. I don't know if he sounds like that.
But I was gonna say he got money now. So with money, you have unlimited resources,
There you
bro.
go.
He's just gonna use them, and then he's gonna build his thing.
There
Whatever
you
he's
go.
doing, I know it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be crazy.
Right.
I don't know,
Super-
man. I fear any man that's getting too much power outside of the system because the system tends to take them down. And
Well,
that part is
Don't go too
scary.
far.
That part is scary, man, because I look at certain influence outside of the, the entertainment industry.
They'll die mysteriously.
Like exactly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the president of El Salvador, what he did down there, I'm personally still scared for him. Because I'm like, yo, what you did is trying to completely change the world to remove themselves from the powers that be. The powers that be don't like that too much. I would watch my back if I was you.
Yeah, you're showing up in the radar, bro.
Yeah, now you got their attention. And that can always lead to, a mysterious
Circumstance. It's always under mysterious.
I don't know. Things happen and I
Yeah.
say that for
the
on
effect.
what you're saying, because Kanye having the influence that he does have over so many people, right? It's amazing. He does have some topics that I'm like, whoa. Not for me.
The man's wild, bro.
He has a lot of other topics that I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, I support that. I agree. I'm on board.
Yeah.
I'll buy the shoe. But but at the same time, I understand that the higher powers that be don't like it. Bro, it's simple. Take them out.
Yeah.
And when look, I think it was MLK, Kennedy, like anybody that was trying
Keeps
to opt
it.
out of the system,
Double tap.
you get one in the head, and that part sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Because as you think you are trying to do the right thing,
Yeah.
someone else has a way to put a stop to it. And what you pay with is your life.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it when you're gonna lose your life, but I do think it's worth it in what light it shines to the rest of the world to realize that they can't take all of us out.
Yeah. So you pay
know
the
what I'm
price
saying?
with your life, but you also create I don't want to say a change always, but you create awareness with your life.
You awaken the world
Yeah.
to a new reality
Yeah.
that a lot of people are asleep to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it sucks because it's a high price to pay, man.
It's like, damn, you really got to be a
Yeah.
martyr to change the world. That's crazy.
Man.
He was ready.
Shout out to Kanye, man.
Shout out to Kanye.
All I-
Wait. All right, the last part, the last thing, and then I think we're gonna wrap. We're gonna be wrapping up, but I'm gonna show y'all the clip. This man not give a Fness, right? Is on level, is the highest it's ever been. You've seen him wear a full-on suit with black mask when he was doing his concert, not see his face. You've seen him wild out, say wild stuff. You've never seen Kanye with a lumberjack beard in his crib or wherever he was at, with some aluminum-looking shades and a trucker hat. And wait till you see this video, my brothers.
Oh yeah, he going full Bitcoiner. That's a Bitcoiner
yes,
move.
that's the Bitcoiner.
I don't
Wow.
care about how I
So
look.
much
I don't care
that
about how
I
you
don't.
judge me.
So much that I'm skeptical if his beard actually grew that fast because it looks like a fake beard. And I feel like after the interview, he's
I
like,
like this new
he's like, I
Kanye.
trolled
Don't give it
everything.
Kanye.
yeah. And all that tells you, and I'm gonna leave it with this because we're on our way out, is that you can try and take the Kanye out of Kanye, but you can't take the Kanye out of Kanye.
Damn, that was fire.
Anything else from my brothers?
Hey, man.
Oh man, that was great.
Yo, man.
Hey yo, we out, man.
Yo, tell Titi to make sure you tell Titi, man.
To like, share, and subscribe. As always,
subscribe,
y'all already
man.
know we love
We
you, all
out,
right?
man. We
Peace
love
and
y'all, man.
love.
Peace and love.
We out.